So you see guys, I'm ensuring that I fixed back my wife's bed and she left it. Because you know when she come, she get mad because this is her therapy. She loves when her bed is neat because work is work. As you always hear me say, work is work. So I'm ensuring that her bed is as closely packed as she left it because we can't take the misery. We can't take it right now. Tell me how I did. I fixed her bed in a straight. Let me straighten it up some more before she come. So how was the bed? Is it good? Yeah, man. You know, nice a bit. Alright. So she shouldn't suspect anything. Cool. Everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited. Let me first extend my gratefulness to all the persons who have watched my recent video. I mean, guys, a number of persons have reached out to me privately saying thank you for sharing. Thank you. Because we know we're in Jamaica, we're on a rampage in trying to leave Jamaica to get to a better place, and America is oftentimes one of the places we choose to go to. And of course, the last video attracted a number of persons, and I'm happy that I could have been of help. I invested a great deal in the video. I worked hard on that video. Thanks to my wife as well. She is a true inspiration behind all of this. She has been the person who has influenced me in starting YouTube. That I have gifts and abilities, and she said that I need to, share them to the world and to get my ministry out there to the world. And so let me thank you. Big up to Deidre Wallace Jackson. I missed her in my last video. A good friend of mine, someone, my son, godmother, who is here on the program, and even she reached out to me and said, Kevon, thank you. We won't talk where you tell me, say Deidre, I'll just keep it there, but big up yourself, Deidre. I want to go quick into it. This video, I'm going to be looking at a checklist. So even before you consider a checklist that you can just tick off, there are absolutely many more things you can look out for. So once more, this is not gospel, fast and stone, but I've carefully reflected and considered the best or the top 5 or 6 points I could really capture that essentially gives you a better understanding of the checklist you would need to have. Yeah, I'm also trying my phone to do different angles. I hope it works when I'm going to edit. So yeah. So you are not ready for America until you check this checklist, and there are more. America is not for the weak. It's a place that demands you to have knowledge, and that's what I'm trying to give. And the willingness, and I put willingness in quotation, willingness to do what you have to do to ensure your family survives. And there's this notion that we have from television when we were younger, and from persons who have shared their tales of traveling to America and first world country, of how nice it is and how they make their money and all these things. But the reality, friends, family, is that this American dream that you have, it's only a dream when you're away from America and you're in your country. You see, when you get here, you better wake up and smell the road. In fact, some of you won't be around road. Smell and see the sun and feel the sun. It's dawn, it's morning. Wake up. So get rid of that American dream that you see on television. It's exactly what you see for the most part, but you don't know the inside tale. And that's why I'm providing you with a checklist today that you will better appreciate. If you never loved Jamaica, I promise you, upon entering and migrating, you will have a better appreciation of where you left, and you will work hard for where you are. In layman terms, you have to love Jamaica. You have to love Jamaica bad when you leave. Some of the things you're going to appreciate more when you migrate is, one, our health system, which I spoke about in my last video. For those of us who are civil servants, police, teachers, you're going to appreciate our health service and how comprehensive it is, and how much Jamaica government tries to meet their civil servants is the education system. Yes, una run, we are run, uno and we are run from it, but when you get here, you are going to appreciate most of what the government has done in our education system. And I know when many of you watch my video, you will agree, but you'll be afraid to comment because you know I'm talking the truth. And can you believe I'm not in the classroom and I can speak so potently? Because I was in the classroom in Jamaica. I'm still on my vacation leave and I'm here and I've gotten real stories. So you're gonna appreciate our education system in ways like, for example, those casual leave, 12 casual leave for the year, your sick leave, even some of the principles. Of course, some of them are not as I would want them to be, quite flexible. You can talk to. And many of you have taken advantage of the education system back home in Jamaica. And I know you are retrospecting as I speak that yes, Jamaica has a good education system. We may not have the resources, certainly not, but we have a good education system. And you are going to retrospect a lot, especially if you have wasted your years. Yes, if you have wasted your years. I never did. Another video I talk about make use of your time wherever you are. But I want you to understand that you need to make use of your years wherever you are. And upon migrating, many of you have been retrospecting and you know you wasted your time. You went to some of those hotels when you couldn't afford it but you wanted to show off. You did all those things. My wife and I never did. We could have. We labored. You will see me vlogging and doing some stuff. I'm going with. Am I right? But you weren't there when I labored. You weren't there when my wife's anniversary comes and we buy nothing apart from a little small cake and slice it. You weren't there when we labored and sacrificed to ensure we made use of our years, because I live by a certain philosophy. Just as though the world wants your best years, God wants your best years, and you need to give yourself your best years. So we have labored back home. So retrospecting for me has been really good. All I keep saying, thank you, Lord. I never wasted my years. Let's get into the checklist quickly. You're not ready for America if you are broke and leaving Jamaica. Straight. You're not ready for here if you're broke. I know, contrary to popular belief, you think that you're leaving Jamaica because you're broke and you want better. But if you are broke leaving Jamaica, you're broke come here, so, and the way you're going to be so stressed. That's why many of you can't go back home. You can't do nothing. You're so embarrassed because the truth is you left broke. So I want to tell those who are thinking, come on over. Here is a beautiful place. I will not stop stressing how important and nice America is. But you will never enjoy the niceness if you come here broke and if you left Jamaica broke. So while you're yet in Jamaica and any other country, especially Jamaica, I am encouraging you to start laboring and working hard first in Jamaica. Work hard and do what you need to do. So when you come here, this is what guided us as we prepare to migrate. We said we're not going anywhere that is going to allow us to start over. We have labored enough back home. We want to continue our life. And that's the reason why we end up here in America. We got offers for several other places. We spoke about that we are not going to leave anywhere to start over. We'll be continuing. And that is why the transition here, it has been rough, but it has been worth it. Others can't say the same. I would have been thinking about these things I'm sharing with you in my head. I never shared it to anybody. So now I'm able to share it because I have left a track record. If you check my life, you will see it. So now I can speak this strongly. You need to start working hard. Change your mindset about the system. Just as though you want to come to America and do 5 jobs, and guess what? These programs don't allow you to do 5 jobs. You're only enabled to work with the school district or the school. You can't do nothing more. My wife got an opportunity for a second job with the school district, with the school that she's at. When she researched and asked, when we asked the lawyer and his advice, he said if whoever is employing you with an additional job, if it doesn't have the school name or the school district name on it, you can't work there. We were so happy and it was so convenient because it is exactly where she works. She couldn't take it off because it is not by this. The second point, Poor time management. Guys, let me tell you this. Here in American first world country, the most important thing is not the US dollar. That's not the most powerful currency. The most powerful currency is not the Jamaican dollar, certainly not. It's not the pound that you go to England for. The most powerful currency is your time. Here, you move on the clock. If you miss a time, you pay for it. And as I said to you earlier about retrospecting, you'll better appreciate Jamaica's system, because here you don't get 12 casual days, you get about 3 hours depending on where you are. You don't get that leisure to leave school as you do in Jamaica. And to say my tire was flat so I am late for work. You don't get that leisure here. So if you have poor time management back home, you are sloppy back home, America is not for you, England is not for you, Canada is not for you. So stop fooling yourself. If you have poor time management, don't come. You have to work on your time management. Back home I was a tickler for time. My wife is similar. Being here, I don't have to wait. My wife, she is awake every morning 5 o'clock. Wonder if she's tired. I know she's tired, but she is a tickler for time too. And that is why we're able to adjust so quickly and flex so quickly, because from Jamaica we had proper time management. We made use of time. So stop comparing the US dollar, stop comparing the Jamaican dollar, and start working on your time management. Be early for your job in Jamaica. Report to work early. Get a reliable vehicle in Jamaica, because when you come here you have to be reliable. If you miss a day, you miss your pay. If you miss the daycare and the time to pick up your child, you have to pay for it. I know a small payment like Jamaica, you know, when my daughter was in Jamaica, I paid overtime $500. It was $300 too. $300. Dismiss the ambition of migrating to America, any of these first world countries. If you have poor time management, don't come. Checklist, don't come. You're going to regret it. You need to have a skill. In Jamaica, we stress it, archers stress it, everybody stress skill importance. Coming here, the most valuable thing here and the way you make money here is skill. Playing a keyboard here in America, I'm a musician, I can tell you, the money is not normal, the money is sweet. You get good pay as a musician, you get good pay as a skilled worker, carpenter, you make crazy money. So in America here, what the shock I got is that there's not much, there is an appreciation for a degree and education. But the truth is, there's a higher appreciation, even money worth and value, when you have a skill. So if you're coming here with your partner and your partner is skillful, whether on J1 or H1B program, you are able to make ends meet. So it's important you invest in your skill. Just work on that skill. Whatever skill it is, it's more valuable. It's very valuable. The next thing you must check yourself and check that checklist off is the important knowledge about money. You need knowledge about money. Many of us, we're so busy and consumed by how we can make more money, we miss the importance of how to manage money and how to invest your money. That is the biggest issue and challenge when many persons come here, because they're so heavily minded about to make some money. But when you come here, you are glued to one job, so you can't make no more money. You have to work on what you have. So what you need to understand is that you need money knowledge about how to spend money, how to invest money. And if you would have started that back home, which I did, coming here makes life easy. And upon retrospecting, you are pleased with yourself. Research. I read a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. It transformed my life. Read something. Watch some sensible videos about money. Not the videos that talk about quick money and quick cash and click this and click that. That no work. They just want you to click to make some more money off you. Read something about video that makes sense, how you manage money, how you invest money, and start investing. Buy a land in Jamaica before you come here. Buy a little house, go to NHT. So if you don't have knowledge about money, you are not going to make it here. And when you have invested in Jamaica, you will be so pleased with yourself so you can continue your life rather than start over. In fact, you don't have much time to start over here. You never had anything in Jamaica and come here and say you're going to milk the cow, you're going to milk the cow. don't milk the cow, I'll book you because you're not ready. You're not ready, period. You're not ready for America if you're not able to function on a budget. Many of us don't understand what a budget is. We hear the budget being read in Jamaica on the television when it comes on to financial year, the fiscal year, and the year, these digits. It's in layman terms, a budget is a set of funds available for usage. And so it means therefore if you avail some funds to be used, it means you have some left in the reservoir or in reserve. Many of you are broke before coming here. You would not be able to work on a budget because you don't even have a reserve to work from in the event something happens. So in other words, for you to function on a budget, you must have a reserve. So as you plan, you need a budget. Coming here, you will not be able to milk the cow as you thought the American dream is, to come and do 10-6 job. No. And it's only 24 hours a day, so you can't do 10-6 job. And you're one human being, you can't work so hard. You're only dead. So wake up. Wake up for the American dream and come here, understand that you'll be just glued to one job for the primary sponsor, for the person who got the job. And if a J1, both of you can work as you would know. But again, you need budget. So you need to understand budget, your rent, your light bill. There needs to be somebody who's organizing the family who can manage these responsibilities to work on a budget. Both of you can't just be gallivanting or we can't bother the money, too much stress. One of you, if not both, one of you need to, in our household, I'm the one who runs the finances. I care about when her pay comes, when it comes, she never care, she never know. She just tell me what she want and she tell me when she want it, and I ensure we budget, and I tell her if we can get it and when we can get it because of budget. So a budget allows you to function. You don't have the leisure. You don't have the leisure of spending when you want to because you're operating on a budget. Because you have to have a reserve in the event you get sick, something happen, birthday, celebrations, you're able to do it and still function. So when you come here and don't have a budget and you just come here and spend like you spend because you want to come live the American dream, that is a problem. You can't come here and start spending. As you come here, you have to come on a budget. So in other words, when you leave Jamaica, you should be leaving on a budget. Back home, I work on a budget. Everything here in America, we continue it. My life has continued. It hasn't changed. My wife, in Jamaica, we cooked and bring to work. It's the same thing here. As it relates to going out, we budget to go out. We don't just go out like that. We hope to do that very soon, but we work on budget because we have 2 children and we're young. We're still having sex. I am thinking in the future, in the event something happens, I am able to, I can go to the reserve. So you need to have a budget working with. Don't come here without a budget. Work on a budget. And if you don't work and learn to work on a budget,
this country will force you.
This country either breaks you or make you. If you come here with this prior knowledge, it means you'll be a few steps ahead. Yes, you will continue your life because you would have already worked on a budget. You have a skill already, as we talked earlier. You would have a time management, and yes, you would have knowledge about money, so you'll be continuing your life. So both of you cannot be free-spirited. One of you as a partner would have to be somewhat fairly organized. Have some level of, specification, all right, in different areas. So I'm the one, my wife is very organized in different things, like her bed and those things. When it comes down to documents and data and money, I'm very organized, I'm very structured. And that's where we're able to be transitioning as best as we know how to, all right? So you need some level of organization skill and some level of budgeting skill. Because when you come here, you can't miss a bill. Remember, if you miss something, your time management, you're going to pay for it. And the pay. Lastly, as we check the list off as you prepare, you're not ready for a miracle if you have the quick fix mentality. So many of you love the fast world. Here is so fast, it will break your record. It will scratch you. It will break you because it's fast. So the quick mentality, you can't come here with it. You have to pace yourself. You need knowledge about how to balance yourself. You need knowledge. Well, I don't work by the word balance, because if you try to balance your life, something will outweigh the other. I work by a thing called priority. And so that's my routine. So I was at a priority. Maybe when I'm editing this video, I will list my priority so you understand. I work by priority. God first, my family, purpose. I don't remember it in order now, but priority. So when I function that way, when I follow that formula, I'm able to function at optimum. I'm able to, I rest because one of my priorities is rest. My kids are not neglected because I'm busy doing something else. And when I'm most needed, I should be present. So like, as you know, I'm here with my son and we are bonding so much because he can't attend the preschool, and with budgeting, we can't afford daycare. So I'm able to bond with him as he learns. I'm getting to know him more. So far, so you have to come here with a structure. And you'll be able to function. So if you come here disorganized, don't know your head for your foot, don't know your bed for your bed bottom, America is not for you. So as I close, let me just quickly brainstorm them again. So one, you're not ready for America if you're broke, because you need to come here to continue life, or any first world country, prepare from yard. You're not ready for America if you have poor time management. You're not ready for migrating to America if you don't have a skill. You're not ready for America. You're not ready for America as well if you can't function in a budget. And lastly, you're not ready for America if you have a quick fix mentality. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you subscribe. I am on a rampage in trying to get a series out because personally I'm requesting this. I'm working with this season. I will get back to my other topics, setting the right or creating the right culture. I'm working on that video right now, and I also have a few others about fatherhood and parenting. So those are some in the pipeline, but because it's a season for migrating, I really want to encourage my fellow Jamaicans and other persons who are ambitious in migrating. Beautiful opportunity, scenery, it's a beautiful place here, but it will not be beautiful for you if you don't get this prerequisite knowledge. You are going to suffer. But a worth decision because you wouldn't have had knowledge coming here. Knowledge is the most powerful weapon. It either kills or makes you. So I'm giving you knowledge. So yes, kingdom expression, changing life through effective living. We're all about God, we're all about living, we're all about exercising what we believe in practical demonstration.